The Snow White that came out in 2025 got a lot of hate for casting reasons, but I want to just say, what if this Snow White deserves hate too? What if she deserves hate because she's not who we think she is? What if she's the villain? I know, it's crazy. We already have an evil queen, so why do we need another villain? After watching this video, it will all make sense. Welcome to the You Thought Plot, where I explain my crazy theories about shows and movies that you know and love. Let's get into it. Now, the evil queen, what if she was not always evil? What if she isn't as evil as we thought she was? What if she wasn't always
the fairest of them all?
Now, my little hypothesis is that the evil queen was not always evil, and she wasn't always very pretty. And because of that, she was not treated well by her family. She was kind of treated like a slave. Her family was well off, but they didn't treat her right because she was ugly. Like, I just have to say it. No one would marry her because of this, and she ended up being poor until one day her fairy godmother came. I know. Since the evil queen was older, she was much older, and things weren't looking up for her, the fairy godmother gave her an opportunity along with a responsibility that would change her life forever. She told her that she would make her the fairest of them all, but there would be one who would have the ability to be more fair than she was. With the beauty that she inherited, she also gained some powers. She was also told that she would marry a king and have a daughter because she never had the opportunity to become a mother. But there's always a twist, and this twist is her deep responsibility that she would hold. The only other person that could be more fair than her was Snow White. Her fairy godmother told her that she had to prevent Snow White from learning her true beauty, or else she, the evil queen, would die in the real world and become a slave for her eternity to the ultimate evil queen, Snow White. Or in this case, she might be called Fire Dark at that time. This ultimate evil queen would be awakened out of Snow White if she ever learned her full beauty and became queen. Those are the two things that needed to happen in order for this to take place. The ultimate evil queen would have so much power and be so evil that she could take over and enslave the whole world. Now, for this evil queen that we have currently, as we know, she checks to see if she's the fairest of them all daily by checking with that mirror, saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You, girl." Not quite. Now, the royal family knew that this would happen. They did not know who it would be, but it was passed down the family tree that the ultimate evil queen is in their bloodline. Now, we all know that Snow White's parents died when she was super young, so they didn't get a chance to tell Snow White about the ultimate evil queen. In efforts to stop the ultimate evil queen from arising, in the royal family, it was passed down to be kind to everyone. Now, I know you guys are wondering, okay, the evil queen is so evil. Why is she so evil then, if she comes from nothing? I believe the evil queen was so evil because she was treated like a slave in her past, and she also didn't want Snow White to know and find out about her true beauty, because she knew that she would die and become a slave again. So this sparked evil in her heart to protect herself at all costs. Although Snow White was fair at the beginning of the movie, she wasn't the fairest. The evil queen was. Only when Snow White shows kindness does she become the fairest of them all. For some reason, I feel like the evil queen knew this because she went to the mirror again to see if she was still the fairest, and she thought wrong. Now that the evil queen has lost her place and being the fairest of them all, what does she do? She tries to kill Snow White. She does it on 3 separate occasions. The first attempt in her trying to get rid of Snow White is by having the huntsman take her to pick apples, and he killed her in the woods. And he was supposed to bring her heart back to show that he killed her, but he couldn't because she was so kind. The second time, she said, "If you want it done, do it yourself." Well, kind of. She doesn't look like herself. She looks scary, like an old hag. So she gave Snow White a poisonous apple to eat. And she thought, hey, I finally killed Snow White. I'm the fairest of them all again. She asked that mirror, what does he say? She's still alive. Snow White is still living. Because we all know that true love's kiss broke that curse. And lastly, she tries to have the huntsman kill her, but she couldn't get the huntsman to kill her because of how kind Snow White was. She remembered the huntsman's past and reminded them of who they were before the evil queen. Now, we're at the end of the movie. The evil queen runs back up to the mirror to see who's the fairest of them all.
Not you, girl.
But literally She did not notice that Snow White was behind her. And this is where everything changes. As the mirror is telling her that she is no longer the fairest of them all, he makes it a point, I believe like twice, that Snow White is the fairest. And if you look at this scene and slow it down, look at how Snow White's face shifts when she hears that she's the fairest of them all. It's like something shifted inside of her. The 2 steps, right? Learning her true beauty and becoming queen. Then instantly, the evil queen dies and is sucked into the mirror. Then she becomes the mirror and is a slave to Snow White, who will slowly turn into the ultimate evil queen and take over the world. Now the evil queen will tell the ultimate evil queen, Snow White, or Fire Dark, that she is the fairest of them all until the end of her days. And I know, okay, hey, why didn't she try to kill Snow White, when she was young? Well, as I said before, the evil queen did not have any children. She didn't have any kids. So although she did have Snow White as her servant or slave or whatever, she still treated her more like a daughter than any of the other slaves or workers there. And since she was so young, it didn't really cross her mind. And I know some people are thinking, well, how do you know this is true? Well, all I can say is this. It's just a theory. But baby, is there a Snow White too? Whoever wrote or recorded the story during the time just stopped writing. So we don't know. We don't know if it's true or not. It's just a theory, you guys. But if you like this theory, go ahead and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next theory.